There's not really any leftovers left in the fridge. I need to cook something. Waited a little bit late, so I need to make it something quick. So I'm just going to make a couple of grilled cheese sandwiches. Got the basics, add a little bit of tang to it. A couple slices of cheese, bread, butter, and a little bit of mustard. Nothing too complicated. Just going to take a little bit of butter, throw it on the frying pan, let it melt down. A couple of slabs. A couple of pads, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to add the cheese. As the butter melts on there, I'm going to slide the bread around a little bit to get it covered on all areas of the bread. That way it's just not in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of mustard on it. That's a little thicker than I wanted it, but that's the way it came out. Now we're just going to add the bread to the top of it. I put it on a little bit of a low medium or a high or a medium low. I don't know what you want to call it. It's right between the two. I don't want to take too long. Now we would just wait a few minutes. We'll throw down a little bit more butter and then we'll flip them. I tend to wait till it feels like it's moving kind of easy before I flip it. But I will check it just to make sure. Yeah, it ain't anywhere. It might help if I time this. I just don't typically time things. I believe we're ready. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it and flip it. And we will, what we're going to do is try to make sure that's centered around there. And then we're going to slide it around in that butter a little bit. After all, you want an even coat so it browns pretty well and all the way across. Now granted, I didn't get it perfect on there, but that's okay. I guess you could say that these are going to be grilled cheese with a little bit of bite. If you want a little bit more bite, you could go with like a brown mustard. Don't use a styrofoam plate when you're going to put a hot sandwich on it because it will melt it and it'll affect the taste. I know this from experience. Don't ask me why I get stupid from time to time. It just happens. Well, that ain't perfect, but it's starting to get where it's going to be a little bit too brown on there, so give it a few seconds more. I don't typically try to cut with a butter knife, but I think it'll be all right. Everybody knows you got to put a grilled cheese and triangles. Let's check it out. Looks pretty good. Nice and toasted on each side. That's really good. I like that mustard with it. Of course, I'm a mustard person. You may not like mustard. If so, don't put the mustard on there. The toast has got a nice crispness to it. And a warmth. Cheese is nice and gooey. That really hits the spot.